Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Yoga with Anna here at the church, PCSNM, the People's Congregation of Shakers and Movers here at 63 Washington Street. And we are here to reset midweek with me. So welcome. So announcements first. We do have an amazing wellness event happening this Sunday. So obviously, we're closed for the 4th. No events happening the rest of this week. I check the events page just in case there is an event this evening, but I don't think there is, but just check just in case on the events page at pcsam.org. So this Sunday, we are in Maine having a holistic wellness event from 1 to 5 p.m. And here I am reading it. So this is, instead of our Soul Saturday, we're having our Summer Soul Sunday in Maine. All right, so we're going to have food trucks and vendors and healers. Sarah, myself, Christine, and Matt are going to be there. Reiki sharing, sound healing, and self-care techniques. That's what we're going to be getting into. So aside from the awesome music, and let's see, there's going to be a cash bar. Let's see. Yeah, we'll have mini breathwork sessions, sound healing, and Reiki. Am I missing anything? CBD massages. Yes, we do have a massage. Let's see, a massage specialist coming. Jenna, I'm sorry, I don't remember your husband's name, but he will be there doing the massage on a table, which is awesome, offering CBD massages, which are amazing, by the way. And yeah, so come to 38 West Road in Waterboro, Maine, and we'll have some good times and meet some new people, make some new friends, and have an awesome time. So, of course, music is the sacrament, and it is how we raise the vibration this Sunday, or part of our church sacrament. So yeah, hope to see you there. I will be there. And then we have our Healing Inner Circle next Thursday. And that is the healing circle for childhood trauma and witnessed abuse. That's from 7 to 9 next Thursday, July 10th, here at 63 Washington Street. So I believe the doors open at 6:30 and the program starts at 7. So I hope that you can come to, if you want to come to that circle, that you find it supportive and a way to heal by sharing with others. All right, so thank you so much for having me here today. It's so nice to be here and share this practice with you. As you may already know, I am a yoga therapist, and I'm constantly seeing people one-on-one for all sorts of different things. But I'd say that a lot of the things that come to me, someone may have a chief complaint of a particular kind, but the root cause may be somewhere else. So it's a really great way to explore what is deeply going on based on the symptoms. So yeah, if you're wondering what yoga therapy is, it is a holistic modality that helps our bodies heal, whether it's from physical injury or emotional trauma. And it's an amazing practice that has helped me. It's not just movement, as most people think that yoga is just associated with movement. It's a combination of lots of things. It teaches us how to breathe. It teaches us how to move and to meditate. But all these practices are taking in small doses and prescriptions, like prescriptions. So when you come in to see me, it's a collaborative conversation of what's going on and how we can ease these practices into your lifestyle. If you have, a short amount of time, a lot of time, and are you willing to do the work? Because a lot of these practices won't work as a one-time thing. A lot of these practices, you have to be consistent and receive the support that you're looking for. So there has to be a commitment on both our ends. There's a commitment for me, obviously, me supporting you, but the commitment on showing up for yourselves is so very important. So As we show up for ourselves on our mat, I want to commend you for being here and making this a part of your self-care practice. They don't call me the self-care doula for nothing. I'm constantly trying to figure out ways to squeeze in self-care practices in our busy lifestyle. So on that, let's begin on our backs. Find a comfortable place. And we're going to be focusing a little bit on the low back today. So a little all over body, but mostly back. So let's find a restful place, whether you're seated or lying down. We begin with breath awareness by noticing the breath, how you're breathing, and without judgment. Maybe softening the gaze or closing the eyes. Beginning to notice maybe what you're feeling with regards to maybe some tension in the body or where you're feeling at ease. And while here, I invite you to take a full body stretch, just gently reaching over the head, lengthening the legs, taking a nice deep breath in and lengthening, and then bringing arms by your side. On the exhale, take another deep breath, arms over the head and lengthen. Point the toes, lengthen, lengthen, lengthen in opposite directions, and exhale. Lower the arms back down by your sides. Take a moment here to feel the gratitude for showing up for yourselves today. A moment here to feel grateful for this opportunity to slow down, allowing us to fill our cups before the celebration preparations and the hosting, if you are hosting. After even half a work week, it can take a little toll of stress on the body to entertain others. So you are good here filling your cup. You're right where you're supposed to be. Inviting you to come into your hearts and set your intention, as we always do. On the next breath, again, lengthening arms over the head and lengthening the legs. Pointing the toes, lengthening through the fingertips, and then let's bring the knees into chest. Allow yourself to gently squeeze in and just feel the legs come in closer to the body. If you want to rock, you can rock, or you can just find stillness here. Allow your chin to gently tuck so that your neck and upper spine are in nice alignment on the floor. And then if you could squeeze a little bit more, see if you can bring in those knees a little bit more and squeeze in. When you're ready, place the hands on tops of the knees and gently circle the knees. Creating little hip movements here, massaging the low back. And if you've been gardening, moving and lifting those heavy 50-pound bags of manure or dirt, these stretches are going to be good. If you're also hunching down, digging, all of those things make the shoulders sore and the low back sore. And this is our season, so I know a lot of us are gardening. All right, so from here, take the legs up to the sky. You can gently support your legs by placing your hands behind the thighs, and then point and flex the feet. Maybe rotate the ankles. And then allow the feet to float back down. Take the arms anywhere that's comfortable for you. A little space between the feet and windshield wiper side to side. Come back to center and take your feet about hip distance apart. Bring your arms by your side, palms down. We're going to do some gentle pelvic tilts, not lifting the hips off the floor, but just gently rotating. As you inhale, gently rotate the hips forward. Create a flat back here. On the exhale, gently tilt the hips back, and you'll be able to create that space, that arch in the spine. Nice deep breath in as you gently tilt the hips forward, and exhale, gently tilting back. Continue with the movement. Lengthening the low back as you gently rotate the hips forward. You're lengthening that low back. As you tilt back, you're gently creating that arch in the spine and stretching the spine a little bit differently. Creating that arch in the spine is opening up the front of the vertebra, and as you gently take the hips forward, the back sides are closing. So lots of bone movement in the lower half of the body. And then gently come back to center. This time inhale and gently lift the hips up, take the knees forward and lower. So remember, it's not how high you go, it's just about the movement. Gently lifting the hips, taking the knees forward and lowering, nice and controlled. Inhale, lift again. Exhale, lower. 2 more. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower, and 1 more, and hold here. Gently maybe lift the chest so that it reaches towards the chin. Lift a little higher and hold. From here, gently float those hips down. Take the knees back into chest and gently rock side to side. Lowering the feet back down to the floor, allow the soles of the feet to touch. Butterfly the legs, and arms can rest anywhere or rest on your legs. You can flutter the legs here. And sense your feet, the soles of the feet touching. You can even just shift side to side if you want. Just creating a little looseness in the hips. And then bring yourself to center for stillness. Bring the arms over the head into cactus position. Now we're opening up the front side body a little bit more, getting into the chest area. Gently tilt the head up just slightly to open up the throat area. Nice deep breaths to fill the body. One more breath here. Bring the legs up, lengthen the legs, take the arms over the head and lengthen. Bring right knee to chest. Squeeze in and lengthen through that right leg. Bring the elbows in towards the body. On the inhale, gently lift the head and take the forehead towards the knee. And lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. So just go as far as it's comfortable for you. Lift and lower. Let's take that knee to the right side body. Allow the sole of the foot to gently touch the inside of the leg, anywhere that's comfortable for you. So if it's lower, that's fine. If it's higher, that's fine. You can visualize a little tree pose here, lengthen through that left leg and flex the foot. And I'm just placing my palms on my joints, on my leg, just to feel the grounding, the heaviness, the warmth of my palm, and how it gently just falls on my body and grounds. So it's that little warmth and energy drawing us downward. And again, if this doesn't feel comfortable, place the hands wherever it feels comfortable for you. Maybe right now you want to comfort yourself. You can bring your hands to your heart or to your abdomen, letting the lower half of the body just do what it wants to do with the opening of the hip as you allow the heaviness of the leg to take over. Again, bringing attention and awareness to that left leg as you flex the foot. Lengthening that left hip through the leg. And then slowly bring that leg back and gently squeeze in. From here, take the leg up to the sky. Option here to take a little grip around the toe and extend the leg up and out if you'd like, or you can just take the leg up to the sky. So if you're taking a grip on the toe, you can extend here and extend out. Leverage the weight of the body with that left side body with the left arm. So I'm just giving you some options here of movement that you can do, and you can do this without the grip. You can gently bring the knee in, extend the leg out, and allow that leg to travel outwards, and then bring it back in. Maybe squeeze in again, lengthen the leg, and take it back out. So do this at your pace, and then gently bring that leg back in and squeeze in. So you might feel and might hear some cracking in the spine, and that's just adjusting to the movement and the muscles and the way that they're moving, and giving you a little bit of release in that spine. On the inhale, arms over the head, lengthen through the legs and the arms and the fingertips, and then bring that left knee to chest. Lengthen through that right leg. Squeeze in. Nice deep breath in. And then maybe on the exhale, bring the forehead towards the knee and then lower back down. Inhale, take the forehead towards the knee and lower. And we'll just do that one more time. And lower. Take the leg up to the sky. Again, you can even interlace the fingers if that feels more comfortable. Flex the foot, getting into the hamstring. And this is a wonderful practice to do also before bed. Just little baby stretching, knowing that you're getting all the nooks and crannies of the day out of your body. From here, again, you can take the grip around the toe or the foot and gently extend. Remember, you don't have to do this. If it's accessible to you, great. And if it's not, that's great too. Allow yourself to lengthen. You can also support the thigh and just gently take that leg out. Use your breath here. Continue to lengthen through that right leg. You can squeeze in and lengthen. So do what works for you. And then we gently release. Extend to a full body stretch. Bring both knees into chest again. Squeeze into a tight little ball. Reach for the elbows maybe. Take the forehead towards the knee. And then release, take a full body stretch. All right, so bring that left knee back and let that knee fall to the outside, to the left side body. Again, we're letting that knee fall to the right side, that left hip to open. Place it wherever, place that left foot wherever is comfortable for you. Maybe visualizing a little supported tree pose. Again, you can take your arms out or up over your head. Breathing nice and deep. Honoring where you are today. Again, if you want to bring comfort to your body, you can place your warm palms wherever you feel supported. Let's take one more breath. Bring that knee back up, squeeze in, take a full body stretch. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. And then lower the arms by your side, bend the knees. All right, so again, we're gonna gently lift the hips up this time into a little bridge and lower. This time we're gonna bring the arms over the head. Inhale, arms over the head, and then lift the hips and lower the arms, lower the hips. Inhale, arms over the head, hips lift up, and exhale, lower everything down. Two more. Inhale, lift, arms over the head, chest travels towards the chin, and then arms come down. Last one. Inhale, lift, arms over the head, and lower everything down. Lengthen the legs, and from here, we're gonna reach and lift the neck and shoulders off the mat. And reach, and reach. Three more. Well, that was a third. Two, and one. Reach forward. At this time, we're going to lift the legs and reach. Inhale, reach, lift legs. We'll do 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And if you want to hold here, you can. Or come all the way down, take a full body stretch. Right knee to chest. All right, so we're going to stretch the low back by taking a twist here. Let's take that right knee to the left side body, just as far as it's comfortable for you, and then extend that right arm out. So if it feels good to adjust the leg or come back and then retwist, do what feels good. So sometimes our hip can feel a little stuck. Just move the leg so that it's comfortable and then come back into position. Take the gaze to the right side. So find your stillness here. And if you'd like, extending both arms out, you could give yourself a little quad stretch if you bend that left knee and reach for that left foot. So we're getting a little twist and a little stretch of the quad. Slowly release and come back to center. Bring that right knee in, lengthen through that left leg. Tuck the chin, full body stretch. And left knee to chest. Take the knee to the right side body. Extend that left arm out and take your twist, gazing to the left side. If you want to take that quad stretch, you can bend that right leg, reach for the right foot, and there's your stretch. This is also creating a little back bend, so it's a little bit deeper. Do what works for you. Keep it simple. All right, so coming back to center, release that right leg, lengthen through that right leg, squeeze in, and full body stretch. Bring knees back into chest, and then roll over to your right side, gently lifting back up to seated. Find the center of your mat, and then we come into a tabletop position. Stack shoulders over wrists, spread the fingers nice and wide, and then stack hips over the knees. And we'll begin a little bit of cat-cow movement here, engaging the entire spine, lifting the gaze up to the sky, tilting the tail up on the exhale, gently finding neutral spine or tucking in, and gently rounding in, tucking the tail. Inhale, lower the abdomen down to the earth, take the gaze up to the sky, tilt the tail up, and exhale, finding neutral spine or tuck in and gently round, tucking in the tail. Continue. Find what's comfortable for you. Allow your breath to flow. Allow yourself to anchor into your breath. All that matters right now is you and your breath. Come back to center. Let's create circles with the hips, both directions. And then let's lengthen the spine. Tuck the toes, walk the hands forward, and let's take a puppy pose. This has been like one of my favorite poses this year. I love puppy pose. So let's melt the heart towards the mat. It's a little different than child's pose because you're lengthening a little bit more deeply. Nice deep breath. In child's pose, you're really pressing those hips towards the heels. And in this pose, you're just reaching those hips up and back, melting the heart towards the mat. You can tent the fingers here if you'd like. Reach those wrists forward, melt the heart. That goes in a little bit deeper into the chest, the pectoral area, all through the armpits. You can shift side to side if you like. You can switch up the hands. And then come back to center. Gently walk the hands back to your tabletop position. Uncurl the toes and lengthen that right leg. Bend the knee and let's rotate that right hip. Lengthen in. We're going to lengthen in both directions as we take that leg, that right leg out, and then extend that left arm forward. You can point the toes here and lengthen in opposite directions or flex the foot. If you want to go a little deeper, you can bend that back knee and reach back. So you can just reach or catch the foot, kick into the hand, or pull the heel towards the buttocks so you can give a little quad stretch or give yourself a little back bend. Release and extend in opposite directions. Bring everything back to the mat and shift side to side and circle. Opposite side, resetting your tabletop, lengthen left leg. Bend the knee and rotate that hip. Both directions. And then we're going to lengthen. So rotate those legs as much as you'd like, and then switch into your extended tabletop, reaching forward with that right arm. So if you're at your own home and doing your own thing, you can stay in a rotation for as long as you'd like with those hips. Press pause and take your time. All right, let's reach back. Kick into the hand or quad stretch. release and extend. Come back to your table. Shift side to side, circle the hips. And then let's tuck the toes, coming back to center, lift the knees, lift the hips up, come to a downward facing dog. Walk it out. Nice deep breaths. Gazing between the ankles without tucking the chin. So if you were tucked, this is what it would look like. Untucked, head is parallel to the arms. All right, lift the heels and gently round the low spine so you can walk the feet to meet the hands at the top of the mat and forward fold. Ragdoll here, another great one for your low back. Be gentle. If you want to go a little deeper and the hands are reaching down to the floor, you can take the hands behind the ankles and take a deeper stretch. So if not, you can just bring the hands behind the legs. If you want to go a little deeper, take a nice deep breath and lengthen. So lifting the body up a little bit to lengthen through the crown, and then gently coming back to your forward fold. Tuck the elbows close to the body so they're not flailing out. Keep everything nice and tucked. Pull the navel in and breathe. Remember, if this doesn't feel good, lift the body up to where you are comfortable. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, forward fold again if you came out of it. And then gently release and slowly roll up. Extend the arms up. Reaching up, gently pressing the palms together and bringing the hands back to heart center. Take a moment here just to notice what you're feeling in your body, the weight distribution through your feet. Engage the quads, pull them up, pull the navel in and up, feel tall in your body, and inhale, arms come up, gently reaching back. Let's swan dive down slowly for our forward fold. Plant the palms, step it back, and drop the knees. Let's come into a child's pose. I like to take a wide-legged child's pose. You can also take child's pose with knees together, shifting the hips back towards the heels and lowering this way. You guys always see that I take a wide-legged approach, taking the knees to the width of the mat and then lowering the body down, extending the arms forward. And I like that just because I love creating space. You can bring a pillow here if you want to take a more restful pose. And use your breath here to melt the heaviness of the body into the mat, into the earth. Grounding your third eye. So if your head is hanging, place a pillow or a block to support the head. So let those toes touch, shift the hips back, do little micro adjustments, and then find your stillness. You can bring prayer hands together here and also bend the elbows if you want to bring those prayer hands behind the head, neck, and shoulders. Walk the elbows forward and shift the hips back to get a nice little stretch in the upper arms. On the next breath, releasing, lifting the gaze and taking a nice shoulder stretch by sliding that right arm underneath the left and resting your head on its right side. If you'd like to stretch the front of the left shoulder, open it up, you can take that left arm behind you. And then slowly release that left arm so that you can support your lift and slide that right arm. Extend it forward. Gently press yourself back towards the heels to lengthen, and then lift the gaze again. Slide that left arm underneath the right. Rest your head on its left side. Again, you can take that right arm behind you if that feels good. Slowly releasing that right arm, extending it forward so you can lift and slide that left arm out. Gently press the hands into the mat and press the mat away as you press the hips back. Nice deep breaths. And then walk the hands back to a tabletop position. From here, walk the knees back so you can come onto your abdomen and place your hands underneath your shoulders. We're going to do a cobra pose here. I'm a little bulked up on that side. Hands underneath the shoulders. Again, if there's any low back pain, allow your feet to take the width of the mat or just a little wider, and that decompresses the low spine. Otherwise, feet are together. I'm going to take my feet wide. Hands underneath the shoulders, and my chin is on the mat. Tuck the elbows close to the body, so as you draw those shoulders away from the ears, elbows draw down, inhale, press all 10 toes into the mat and lift the heart, slide the heart forward. Just as far as it's comfortable, not too high if that's too intense. And breathe. Lower down, arms by your side, knees bend, and maybe windshield wiper side to side if you'd like. And then lower the legs back down. Reposition yourself. We'll set up for second set. Hands underneath the shoulders, chin at the mat. Inhale, press 10 toes in, lift the heart, and slide the heart forward, shoulders back, and lower. Rest on the right side, and arms by your side. Bend the knees if you'd like, and you can windshield wiper. Hands come underneath the shoulders, gently lifting yourself back up. Come back to your tabletop position and circle the hips. All right, let's take a hero pose and stretch our feet. They need some loving too. Walk the hands towards the knees, gently sitting on the heels. And then remember to ease off the pressure if it gets too intense. Shoulders back, heart forward. Arms by your side. Inhale, let's take the pressure off now by lifting the hips up and lifting the arms up. Exhale, lower down, creating a little tension on the toes with our body weight and coming back to a mountain arm position, arms by your side. Inhale, lift the hips up, gently reach up, taking the pressure off the toes, and then lower back down. Hands on your thighs. Gaze forward, heart forward. And then release. Take the hips to one side and swing the legs around. All right, let's butterfly here. Soles of the feet together. Interlace the fingers around the feet and flutter the legs. So wherever you are, you can be out here, which is just fine. If there's any injury, you could even just take the legs just wherever it's comfortable, as long as you're getting a little bit of a stretch. I'm going to walk the buttocks towards the heels and gently flutter. Stay nice and long through the crown, through the spine. Find your stillness if you'd like. Take a nice deep breath and lengthen. Exhale, take a hinge here. Lengthen through the crown. Stay nice and long. And then if you want to round, you can hinge a little bit more. And then slowly release. Take the feet forward, arms behind you, maybe a little distance between the feet to windshield wiper side to side. All right, let's do boat pose, a little balance here. Take the arms forward and lean back. Maybe one leg comes up, maybe the other, and balance here. Pull the navel in, shoulders back, heart forward. Maybe legs want to extend. Shaking is good. And begin to gently release and lower. From here, let's meet on our backs. So find the center of your mat so you make sure that you land, your head lands on the mat. Come all the way down. Slide the knees back to the chest so that you can give them a little hug and rock side to side. If it feels good, you could take the hands on top of the knees and create little circles again. Let's take legs up to the sky and find your happy baby. I'm going to do the toe grip, or you can reach for the outsides of the feet. So remember, what I see is a lot of people grabbing from the inside, which is fine if that's comfortable for you. But I recommend the external rotation of the shoulders. So if you notice the internal, this is an internal rotation. So it's closing the chest this way when you're reaching this way. So when you reach for the outside, you're opening up and externally rotating the shoulders so you create more space in this area, in the chest area. So rock side to side. Again, if you want to extend and take a wide-legged stretch, you can. Or just stay in your happy baby. Again, if you want a little bit more movement, you can move one leg at a time. Or find your stillness. Tuck the chin. Draw those shoulders down. A little rock. And release. Float the feet down. Windshield wiper side to side. And then arms by your side as we bring the knees up towards the chest. And then take the arms to a T. We're going to gently take those knees to the right side. And we're going to keep moving. Once we're on the right side, lift them back up. A little muscle support here and strengthening with the lower body weight. Take it to the left side. Pull the navel in, working the abdominals. Come back to center. And take it to the right side. With control and with ease. Remember, shaking is good. Use your arms for leverage. Come back to center and taking it to the left side. Come back to center and release. Take right ankle to the left thigh, top of the left thigh. We're going to come into pigeon pose. Lift that left leg so that you can interlace the fingers underneath the left thigh. Flex both feet and gently begin to pull towards you. Maybe leveraging that right elbow on the inside of that right thigh. Breathe through it. You're getting all those glute muscles, the lumbar spine, the upper thighs, slowly, gently, maybe rocking a little bit, or you can take that left leg up to the sky if you'd like. Find the movement that works for you or stillness. All right, we're going to float that left leg down to release the hands. Arms are going to come into a T position, and let's take the knees to the right side. Gaze is going to go to the left side. And if you want to release the legs, you can release them. That just goes, this figure four shape just deepens the stretch with the weight of the right leg. If that doesn't feel good, just gently take both knees to the right side. Always options. Then slowly come back to center and switch. Left ankle, top of right thigh. Lift that right leg to weave the hands through the legs, interlace fingers underneath that right thigh, flex both feet, leverage that left elbow and gently pull. Tuck the chin. Use your breath. Remember, you can rock or you can lengthen that right leg if you'd like. One more breath as we begin to gently release that right leg and release the grip. Extend the arms into a T and slowly take those legs to the left side body. Take the gaze to the right side. Slowly releasing, coming back to center, lowering that left leg, lower both legs, take a full body stretch, arms over the head. So stay here, we're going to walk the feet to the right side and then walk the arms to the right side and create a little left side stretch, left side body. And then we're going to walk it back to center, walk it all the way to the left side, and arms will follow to the left side. And you can even cross that right leg over left if you'd like. And then slowly walking back to center, lengthen full body stretch, and bring knees into chest, rock it out. All right, let's give our back a little massage. So if this doesn't feel good, you don't have to do it and you can stay just rocking side to side. But we're gonna massage the back by rolling up and down. And one more. And take it to your spine, take it to your back, and squeeze in. All right, flex the feet, take the knees to the outside body and create a little frog stretch. Tuck the chin. Nice deep breaths. And then let's bring the knees back together, float the feet back down, take that bridge position again, and rotate the hips forward and back, just like when we started at the beginning of class. Little rotations. And then lift the arms up, interlace the fingers, and bring the hands behind the head for support. A nice deep breath in, and we're going to lift the upper body, bring the knees up, little abdominal work, support for the low back, and then lower down. Maybe let the toes tap, and then inhale. Bring yourself forward, lifting the head and the shoulders, and then lower back down. Maybe the toes tap again, and then inhale, gently coming back. And lower, squeeze into a tight little ball. Full body stretch, lengthen. Rotate the wrists, point the toes, and we're going to do a tighten and release. Bring your arms by your side. And what we're going to do here is take a nice deep breath in, and everything's going to tighten. This is going to prepare us for our Shavasana. On the exhale, everything's going to release. It's going to be a nice deep breath in to tighten, and exhale, just releasing on the mat. All right, let's go. Nice deep breath in. Tighten, 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 tighten everything. Squeeze, 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 even the face, and then exhale. Let everything go. Inhale, squeeze and tighten everything, everything, and exhale. Let it go. Inhale, tighten, tighten, tighten. Tighten, tighten. One more breath in. Exhale. Let it all go. Let the toes fall open. Let the arms fall open by your side, palms up. Take a nice deep breath in and out. Take several. And begin to settle into your Shavasana. Feeling the body melt into the earth. Let the earth support you and give the earth what isn't serving you, creating more space for her to replenish what it is you need. Noticing if you're holding on to any tension in your body, using the breath to release those places of tension. So you can stay here for as long as you'd like, giving yourself full rest for your self-care. I'm going to begin to gently move, but you're very welcome to stay right where you are as I roll over to my right side and press myself back up to seated. Letting the body just calm if you come back to a seated position with me, or again, you can stay lying down for as long as you'd like. Just noticing how you feel at this moment, noticing if you feel different from when you first began. Noticing if the thoughts have quieted down. Notice how your heart feels. Let's bring the hands to the heart center. Feel the warmth of your palms touch if you're there with me. Come back into your intention and that place of gratitude surrounding that intention and surrounding yourself. Let's take prayer hands to the third eye to remind us to think kindly and compassionately, to our lips to speak with kindness and that compassion, and to our hearts to remind us to live fully in our intentions through love, gratitude, and joy. May this practice help your low back just as it helped mine. May you find courage and wisdom through this practice. Namaste.